Hi there, I'm Rose and I'm the creator of the Eloquent in the Room. I decided to post a video for the reason that most people do click on videos. That's the way it goes. I have been working on my projects for quite some time. The overarching concept of the Eloquent in the Room is to challenge our cognitive biases, the things we've been culturally taught, as well as the things we're brought up to believe, the things we're taught in school, the things friends say to us, all the things that add up to our way of seeing the world, until one day we get a nasty shock when we realise that the things we believe aren't necessarily true. Take feminism, for example. The cognitive bias that held us back all those many centuries, we were buying into. Women were buying into it. Oh, I am the weaker sex? Fine. Okay, I'll go along with that. That's just the way of the world. That's the way it happened. Now, my focuses of attention under that umbrella, so I've got an umbrella, cognitive bias, focuses are love, sex. I do love sex. No, love, sex, and mental health, where they intersect, weave, intersectionalism. It's the buzzword of now. So now it's next week. So we got those things, how our misunderstanding of love and sex can mess with our heads, not to mention the expectations we have that are not meant because of cognitive bias, all that sort of stuff. So I've got just finished finished about a month ago actually. I finished a podcast series, 4 episodes. It's called 2020 an Orgasmic Oddity. Nearly tripped over my words then. No! 2020 an Orgasmic Oddity. Geeks amongst you will figure that out. It's a meshing of two different things. And just as an interesting example of cognitive bias, I was talking to my son and mentioned that the origin of the word vagina is Latin for sheath or scabbard. And he laughed his head off. He just, he didn't even know where to start grasping that concept, because he was raised by someone who raised him to think of women as equal, not an adjunct, complementary, or other to the male as the default, but as an equal. So 2020, an Orgasmic Oddity, seeks to restore the balance and put us back on an equal footing in regards to our sexual empowerment and our orgasmic expectations. But first I've got to wade through and dismiss a lot of cultural biases and research myths, bullshit education we were given. I got to sort of take your brain out of your head, give it a bit of a rinse, get rid of all the cognitive biases, pop it back in, and then I'm going to lay some interesting concepts at your feet to help you think about sex differently, think about your gender differently, think about your orgasmic potential and your orgasmic power. Your entitlement. We are not the other. We're not the sheath. By the way, penis, apparently the etymology of penis is tail. They didn't really think that through, did they? No. Because I'm guessing they named it tail before it ever got erect or had sex, because after it got erect and had sex, they would have been thinking, oh, okay, it's not a tail, it's something else. Sword perhaps. Pretty sure that the vagina got named after or not. But tail and sheath. Wagging the tail. It's fucked. It's weird. Anyway, girl power. That's all I can say.